Hey there, breaking news that could put $2,500 directly into your bank account as early as this Monday. That's right, if you're receiving SSI, SSDI, are a senior on Social Security, or qualify as a low-income earner, this massive stimulus deposit could be heading your way in just days. But will you be eligible? How can you make sure you don't miss out? And what exactly do you need to do to claim your share? Stay with me for the next few minutes because I'm breaking down everything you need to know about this game-changing stimulus payment that could transform your financial situation this month. Before we dive deeper, if you want to stay updated on all the latest stimulus news, benefit increases, and financial support programs, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. I post new videos daily with critical information that could put thousands of extra dollars in your pocket this year, information you simply can't afford to miss. Let's get straight to what everyone's asking. Is this $2,500 stimulus payment real? The answer is yes, but with some important qualifications. This newly approved economic relief package is targeted specifically at Americans who've been hit hardest by recent inflation and economic challenges. The federal government has recognized that those on fixed incomes like Social Security, SSI, and SSDI have struggled disproportionately with rising costs of essentials like groceries, housing, and healthcare. So who exactly qualifies for this $2,500 payment? First, individuals currently receiving Supplemental Security Income, SSI, or Social Security Disability Insurance, SSDI, are at the top of the eligibility list. Why? Because data shows these individuals have faced the most severe financial hardships while having the least flexibility to increase their income. Have you noticed how your monthly benefits barely cover the basics anymore? That's exactly why this stimulus has been prioritized. Seniors on Social Security retirement benefits are also included in this relief package. Many of our nation's elderly are living on fixed incomes that were determined years ago, before the dramatic rise in living costs we've seen recently. Are you a senior who's had to make impossible choices between medicine, food, and utilities? This stimulus aims to provide some breathing room in your budget, allowing you to catch up on bills or necessary expenses you've had to postpone. Low-income households who file taxes and fall below specific income thresholds will also receive the payment. For individuals, the cutoff is an adjusted gross income of $75,000 or less. For couples filing jointly, that threshold increases to $150,000. And if you're a head of household, you qualify if your income is $112,500 or less. Do these numbers sound familiar? They mirror previous stimulus eligibility requirements, making it likely that if you received past stimulus payments, you'll qualify for this one too. But here's what makes this stimulus different from previous ones. It's being distributed on a rolling schedule based on specific groups, with the first wave of payments scheduled to hit bank accounts this Monday. Have you set up direct deposit for your federal benefits or tax refunds? If so, you'll be among the first to receive this payment. If you're still receiving paper checks, your payment will be mailed in subsequent weeks, with some recipients potentially waiting up to a month for their funds to arrive. A question I've been getting frequently is, do I need to apply for this stimulus payment? For most eligible recipients, the answer is no. If you're already in the system receiving federal benefits like Social Security, SSI, or SSDI, the government has your information and will automatically process your payment. Similarly, if you filed taxes in the past 2 years and meet the income requirements, your payment will be processed based on your most recent tax information. But what if you haven't filed taxes recently because your income was too low to require filing? In that case, you might need to submit a simple form to ensure you're in the system. Now, let's address another common concern. Will this stimulus payment affect my other benefits? This is critically important for those on programs like Medicaid, SNAP, food stamps, or housing assistance, where additional income could potentially disrupt your eligibility. The good news is that this stimulus payment is classified as a tax credit, not as income. This means it won't count against your resource limits for federal benefit programs. Isn't that a relief? You can receive this much-needed financial boost without worrying about losing your other essential benefits. What can you use this $2,500 payment for? While there are no restrictions on how you spend these funds, financial advisors recommend prioritizing pressing needs first. Have you fallen behind on rent or utility bills? Are there medications you've been unable to afford? Do you need essential home repairs that affect your safety or health? These are ideal uses for your stimulus funds. Many recipients are also creating an emergency fund with a portion of their payment, knowing that having some financial cushion can prevent small problems from becoming major crises down the road. But here's something important to watch out for: scams targeting stimulus recipients are already emerging. Have you received calls, texts, or emails claiming you need to provide personal information or pay a fee to receive your stimulus? These are scams. The government will never ask you to pay anything to receive a stimulus payment, nor will they contact you by phone, email, or text to request your social security number or banking information. If you've already provided this information through official channels like tax filing or benefit registration, they already have what they need. Be vigilant and protect yourself from fraudsters trying to exploit this situation. For those wondering about the timing, direct deposits are scheduled to begin this Monday, with the majority of eligible recipients receiving their funds within 2 weeks. Paper checks will follow, with most being mailed within 3 to 4 weeks. But what if your payment doesn't arrive when expected? Don't panic. The distribution process can sometimes take longer than anticipated. The IRS has created a dedicated portal where you can check the status of your payment. Simply visit the IRS website and look for the Get My Payment tool. Have you bookmarked that site yet? It will be your best resource for tracking your stimulus status. What's driving this new round of stimulus payments? Economic indicators show that despite overall economic growth, many Americans on fixed incomes and in lower income brackets continue to struggle significantly. The gap between rising costs and stagnant benefit levels has created financial hardship for millions. Congressional leaders from both parties recognized this disparity and worked together to approve this targeted relief package. Isn't it refreshing to see bipartisan action that directly helps those most in need? Many viewers have asked me if this will be the last stimulus payment we see. While nothing is guaranteed in politics, there are ongoing discussions about potential additional support later this year if economic conditions don't improve for vulnerable Americans. The fact that both parties supported this current package suggests there's recognition of the genuine need that exists. Have you contacted your representatives to share your experiences and needs? Your voice matters in these discussions and could influence future relief efforts. Another question I'm frequently asked is, how will this stimulus payment affect inflation? Economic experts suggest that because this stimulus is targeted rather than universal, and because it represents a one-time payment rather than ongoing spending, its inflationary impact should be minimal. The payment is designed to help struggling Americans catch up, not to flood the economy with excess spending capacity. Did you know that targeted relief like this is actually considered one of the more economically efficient ways to provide support without significant inflationary pressure? For those concerned about our national debt, it's worth noting that this stimulus package was funded through a combination of closing specific tax loopholes and reallocating previously approved but unspent funds from other programs. Have you noticed how the conversation around economic relief has evolved to include more discussion of responsible funding mechanisms? This represents a more sustainable approach to providing necessary support while being mindful of broader economic impacts. So what should you do right now to prepare for this incoming payment? First, make sure your direct deposit information is up to date with the IRS or Social Security Administration. Second, be patient but vigilant, track your payment through official channels only. Third, consider making a plan for how you'll use these funds to maximize their benefit in your specific situation. And finally, stay informed about any updates or changes to the distribution schedule by following reliable news sources. If you found this information helpful, please hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you never miss my daily updates on benefits, stimulus programs, and financial support options. Also, drop a comment below with any questions you have. I do my best to respond to everyone and may even feature your question in an upcoming video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video with more critical information to help you secure your financial future.